Hey friends, let's dive right into our topics. The first stock I would like to mention is football. I think on the week of August 6th, I'm talking about buy put or sell covered calls to hedge after its earnings. By now, last Friday, it's already retested the part where it break out before the earnings, and we can see there is support at 24 level. So if I were you, I would remove the hedge and then just observe closely. If it is come back to like $23 or $24, I think we can use the tiny position, okay, and then see if it will come back to like around $30, and then we'll see if it's gonna long term, maybe next year or by end of the year we'll retest 35. Okay, can also look at its weekly chart. Weekly chart, C25 is holding pretty well, and it's with drop of volume. So it seems like the selling pressure is not that big. Okay. They may retest 20 as well. You just need to be cautious. But overall, I think the win-lose ratio is like 2-1. I mean, so it's still a decent buy for football. Okay. And next one is Apple. Apple is holding 20 line pretty well, and we can see maybe it's still can break out of 150 by its October earnings or after that. So Apple is still a cautious buy. Maybe it will retest the 50 line for like 142. It's also the previous highs as well. So here we have a reward loss ratio of like 1-1. Okay. And next one is Microsoft. Microsoft have a strong Friday last week, and if it retests 300, I would buy in, and then it probably will reach 310 next week, Friday. But from its weekly chart, the wedge is forming, and we need to be very careful here. And with the Fed tapering looming, you never know when the correction will come. Okay. Probably option is a better option to play Microsoft these days. Okay. And then next one we have Roblox. It's forming a wedge after the earnings with a relatively strong volume. Next week I'll watch it if it's can hold around the 80 level, and then we may have a breakout up and then retest the 90. Okay. And then the support here is 75. I'll use maybe a tiny position to test it out. And the next one is Draftking. Draftking looks like it's holding pretty well for 20 line. It may retest 54, which is the resistance previously before and after earnings. Okay. And the high is 55. And then for the long term, there's support around 43. I think in the next few months, it probably will bounce between 43 and 55 until some big news coming up, and then you're gonna retest 70, okay? And tomorrow I will probably play with a maybe $50 call for the week, okay? Next one is Palantir. The volume is holding okay, inside bar. On Monday, I'll probably buy in just to say it would retest 25, and then 26, and 27, okay? The downward risk is like $20. So this reward loss ratio is like 1-to-1 here. Let's look at its monthly chart. Monthly chart is the same, a bounce between 21 and 26. I think it's still, people are half guessing. I would say there is another, from March to August, right? There is a 5 months consolidation. I think from August here, there is probably another 5 months to 6 months quarterly consolidation, and then it will decide which direction it will go. And the next point I would add position, maybe when it's break out $27 with large volume, and I may be holding it for at least 2 weeks, then I will keep adding, okay? And then next one I would like to touch base on is Pinduoduo. I think it has an earnings report next Tuesday before the market open. It's forming a like reverse hammer here. Maybe it will go up tomorrow to test 85 before the earnings, okay? You may retest at the lower channel 68 too. But if it will open and then like drop $5 from the previous close, which is 77, then I will definitely buy in. It could be a nice day trade play before its earnings, okay? And then we'll see how it will play after the earnings. Can see there's still a lot of room to drop. Maybe they will, after earnings, it will drop to like $58, and then eventually come back to 40, and then consolidate, right? It may go up to like around the $100, okay? So it's like $25 rooms each way, okay? And then the other one we'll pay attention to is Mrna. It's holding pretty well. Maybe in next 3 months, depends on how bad the Delta variant situation is, it may retest 500, okay? I may buy a like out of money 3 months away 500 call just to play it out. Next week it may retest $400, okay? As for now, I think the downward pressure is a bit limited, okay? But eventually, of course, they will go down after the COVID is totally in control. If you want, you can also buy a, $80 YOLO put for maybe next year or two, and then see how it would play out, okay? And that's my recap for next week. For now, I'll keep updating, and happy trading Monday. Good luck.